Mansa Musa's rise to power is nothing short of extraordinary, painting a vivid picture of ambition, wealth, and influence in the context of the Mali Empire. As he ascended to the throne in the early 14th century, Musa was not just a ruler. He became a defining force that transformed not only Mali, but also the broader West African landscape. His reign marked a period where prosperity bloomed largely due to the empire's vast resources, particularly gold. This treasure played a pivotal role in establishing Mali as one of the richest nations of its time. Musa's strategic acumen in trade and diplomacy allowed him to forge alliances and expand his territory, bringing immense wealth into the heart of his empire. One of his most notable achievements was the grand pilgrimage to Mecca, a journey that became legendary not just for its spiritual significance, but also for the extravagant display of wealth he showcased. Accompanying thousands with camels laden with gold, Musa not only emphasized the riches of his kingdom, but also established Mali's prominence on the world stage. His generosity during this journey inadvertently devalued gold in the regions he passed through, but it also highlighted the vastness of his wealth and the opulence of his reign. Beyond mere wealth, Mansa Musa's legacy is deeply intertwined with cultural and educational advancements. He had a vision for a thriving intellectual community, which led to the establishment of esteemed centers of learning, such as the famed university in Timbuktu. This city became a beacon of knowledge and culture, attracting scholars and traders from far and wide, further enriching the cultural tapestry of the empire. Moreover, his influence extended into architecture, with grand mosques and structures that still stand as testaments to his reign. The building of the Unravel Mosque demonstrated not just religious devotion, but also the architectural brilliance of the time. Under Musa's rule, the cultural and economic landscape of West Africa experienced a renaissance, creating a lasting legacy that transcends centuries. Mansa Musa wasn't merely a king. He was a cultural luminary, and the echoes of his reign continue to reverberate throughout history, illustrating how one man's vision can shape an entire civilization. The rise of Mansa Musa is a captivating tale of power, wealth, and the indelible mark it can leave on the pages of history. Mansa Musa's reign is often regarded as one of the most astonishing periods in the history of empires due to the sheer scale of his wealth and the impact he had on the world. As the king of the Mali Empire, he not only expanded his territory, but also transformed it into a center of culture and trade. One remarkable aspect of his wealth came from the abundant resources of gold found in his lands. Musa controlled some of the richest gold mines, and during his pilgrimage to Mecca, he reportedly distributed so much gold that it caused inflation in the regions he passed through, sparking massive economic shifts that impacted trade routes for years. This pilgrimage wasn't just a spiritual quest. It was a strategic move that showcased his wealth and power, firmly placing Mali on the map of the medieval world. His influence didn't end with economic prowess. He also prioritized education and architecture, leading to the creation of some of the greatest learning centers of the time. Timbuktu became synonymous with knowledge and culture under Musa's rule, attracting scholars, poets, and artists from across the world. He commissioned stunning buildings, including the famous Unravel Mosque, which reflected Islamic architecture's finest details and his dedication to promoting education and religion. The legacy of Mansa Musa is not merely about his riches, but also about his vision for a society that valued learning and culture. He understood that true power came not just from gold but also from knowledge and faith, creating a blend that enriched not only his empire, but also the entirety of West Africa. Mansa Musa's opulent lifestyle and monumental achievements pushed the boundaries of what was considered possible during his time. The splendor of his court and the advancements made in Mali under his leadership highlight an empire that thrived on the core principles of unity, prosperity, and respect for learning. His legacy is a testament to the idea that wealth and influence can be utilized for the betterment of society, creating an enduring impact that echoes throughout history and still resonates with those who study this remarkable period in West African history. The story of Mansa Musa is, therefore, a fascinating mixture of extravagance, spirituality, and a commitment to fostering a culture of education and growth. Timbuktu stands as a testament to the incredible architectural and cultural achievements that flourished under Mansa Musa's reign. The city, often romanticized as a mythical place, was actually a hub of knowledge, commerce, and artistry. Its legendary mosques, notably the Unravel Mosque, are not just places of worship. They symbolize the exquisite craftsmanship and the harmonious blend of Islamic and local architectural styles. These structures, made from mud and wood, showcase how the use of local materials can result in stunning designs while adapting to the harsh desert climate. Walking through the streets of Timbuktu, one can almost feel the echoes of scholars, traders, and artists who once thrived in an environment that celebrated learning and creativity. This era wasn't just about amassing wealth. It was about investing in the future, with education at the forefront. Mansa Musa's vision extended beyond mere opulence. He encouraged the establishment of libraries and universities, making Timbuktu a beacon of enlightenment. The Sankore University, one of the earliest institutions of higher learning in the world, attracted students from across the continent, fostering a spirit of inquiry and discourse that was unparalleled at that time. It wasn't uncommon for the streets to be filled with the sounds of passionate debates on philosophy, science, and theology. While Mansa Musa is often remembered for his pilgrimage to Mecca, which showcased his immense wealth, the true legacy lies in how he transformed Timbuktu into a center of culture and intellect. The architectural marvels, imbued with a sense of pride and purpose, narrated a story of a civilization that valued knowledge as much as it did riches. The blend of spirituality and scholarship reflected in the city's layout and design exemplified the harmonious existence that Mansa Musa sought for his people. Even today, as we look back on this period, the lessons of innovation, sustainability, and the prioritization of education continue to resonate, reminding us of the profound impact one leader can have on a society's legacy. Timbuktu's architectural masterpieces are not just bricks and mortar. They're the foundation of a rich cultural heritage that continues to inspire future generations. The influence of Mansa Musa on trade and culture is nothing short of remarkable, weaving a rich tapestry that forever transformed the regions he touched. With a keen understanding of commerce, he expanded the trans-Saharan trade routes, facilitating the flow of goods like gold, salt, and ivory, which not only enriched his empire, but also brought unprecedented wealth to the surrounding areas. His legendary pilgrimage to Mecca is often recounted, but what stands out is the impact it had on both his empire and the cities he passed through. When Mansa Musa distributed gold along his journey, it not only demonstrated his immense wealth, but also caused inflation in cities like Cairo, leaving a lasting impression of Mali's prosperity. This display of opulence was not merely for show. It served as a powerful statement about the empire's prominence on the global stage and drew the attention of merchants and scholars alike. Culturally, Mansa Musa's reign nurtured an environment where education and the arts flourished. He was instrumental in establishing Timbuktu as a hub of learning, attracting scholars from various regions. The construction of mosques and universities during his rule promoted Islam and education, thus embedding a rich intellectual culture within the fabric of Mali. This period saw the creation of significant literary works and advancements in knowledge, particularly in fields like mathematics, astronomy, and medicine, as scholars engaged in vibrant exchanges of ideas. Mansa Musa's actions didn't just transform Mali, they had ripple effects throughout West Africa and beyond. His reign encouraged connections across vast distances, fostering a sense of community and shared culture that transcended tribal and ethnic lines. It created a melting pot where different traditions and practices met, leading to a blending of ideas that enriched the societies involved. The legacy of Mansa Musa endures today, not only in the historical accounts of his wealth, but also in the cultural and educational advancements that arose during his time. His adeptness at navigating trade and his vision for a unified, cultured empire laid the groundwork for future generations, influencing both the economic landscape and the cultural identity of West Africa. Mansa Musa's legacy is not just a historical footnote, but a monumental chapter in the narrative of opulence and power that shaped an entire continent. His reign over the Mali Empire serves as a testament to the incredible wealth he amassed, largely derived from the abundant resources, especially gold, that his kingdom controlled. Musa's pilgrimage to Mecca, which has become legendary, is a striking illustration of his affluence. The journey was not simply a personal spiritual quest. It was a grand display of wealth and power. He traveled with an entourage of thousands, including soldiers, officials, and slaves, and the sheer quantity of gold they carried left a lasting impact on the regions through which they passed, often destabilizing economies due to the sudden influx of this precious metal. This journey marked the heights of his influence, echoing through the annals of history as a moment when the world caught a glimpse of the grandeur of African kingdoms. Beyond the material wealth, what stands out about Mansa Musa is his establishment of urban centers that became hubs of culture and learning. Timbuktu, under his rule, blossomed into a vital center for trade, scholarship, and the arts. The legendary Sankore University attracted scholars from all corners of the globe, making it a beacon of enlightenment. Mansa Musa symbolizes not just the title of a ruler, but the embodiment of a rich intellectual heritage and a thriving cultural landscape. His vision extended beyond mere riches. He positioned his empire as a center of Islamic culture and education, paving the way for advancements in various sciences, mathematics, and literature. Additionally, the impact of his architectural initiatives cannot be overlooked. Musa commissioned magnificent structures, with the famous Jingareba Mosque in Timbuktu standing as a lasting symbol of his devotion to both faith and culture. The legacy of Mansa Musa serves as a powerful reminder of not only the wealth of the Mali Empire, but also the profound influence it had on both the Islamic world and the broader scope of global history. In many ways, he reshaped perceptions of Africa's role in the historical narrative, leaving behind a rich tapestry of culture, faith, and prosperity.